Hey Teresa, how you doing? How's work going? I just got back from work and there was a huge accident. Everybody took so long to travel. Hey Barb, how you doing? I was in traffic for 40 minutes. It took me 40 minutes to get home when it could have took like half that time. Somebody struck a telephone pole at midnight last night and then the police had to come. The electrical place had to come there, fix the pole. And then another accident happened this morning. People didn't get to work for like 2 hours later. It was a shit show. Kids going to school. My nephew told me his friend took 2 hours to get to school today because of the traffic. And I didn't even know this shit happened. I went to work. I went to work way out, and I'm like, why is all this traffic here? So I didn't see because the accident was on the opposite side of the road where I was on. So then my client calls me at 10 o'clock. I'm supposed to meet him there at 10 o'clock. I'm there waiting for him. I'm like, where the hell is this guy too? And he's like, "Oh, Mark, I'm so sorry. I can't even get out of my house because the traffic is right by my road where my house is. And by the time, if I were to leave here, I'd never get there in time." I'm like, well, I'm here and I have to do this job today because I got shit to do, right? So he's like, okay, look, just go get the batteries for the job. I know you got to go back out in the traffic, but it took me 20 minutes to go 100 feet to go get batteries to go put in the fire alarms. Then I get there. Then I have to get the keys from his neighbor, which is his best friend. I had to get the keys from there. Then I didn't even need the keys because the one of the daughters were home. And I was like, this is a shit show. But anyway, I ended up getting the job done. And I did go live, like in my car while I was in traffic. But then I had to turn it off because I got a phone call. So I was like, oh well. But yeah, it was a shit show this morning. From 10 o'clock, I got there at 9:40 and I got home at 11:40. And the job took literally 15 minutes. So it took 2 hours for me to go there and come back. And the job was 15 minutes. Absolutely crazy. And my clients all being apologetic. I'm like, this ain't your fault. It's not your fault this dumbass fucking hit a telephone pole and all these people are causing accidents. These people are fucking mental on these roads. A guy almost hit me on my way home because he went around the traffic and he didn't think I was there on the corner and he came around and he almost hit me. If I didn't like swerve over, he would have hit my van. And my heart almost came out of my fucking chest. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. I'm like, fuck, man, this is crazy shit. But I'm here in one piece, so that's good. So that's my day so far. It's not easy, man. It's definitely not easy. But people here are going absolutely nuts. They're so impatient, such assholes. Up and down the traffic, up and down the road, acting crazy. Bikes are going crazy. Nobody has patience. See, no one. They're just like people are going crazy because they got to make time for work. People are just going nuts, and I'm like, why don't you just take your fucking time? Like, you're gonna get there. There's a big accident. You're not gonna get fired because everybody's here. You know, like there's like 100 cars on my way down the road, like literally. So like people are just mental, man. You're damn right they need to slow the fuck down. And I just get mad because I can't believe these people are going crazy because of an accident. These things are gonna happen. What are you gonna do? Like put on your jets and fly over like a helicopter just to go to work or just to go to school or wherever you're going? Calm the fuck down. Like you people are doing way too much. Like, but that's people for you. They're dumb as shit. And it's kind of sad that people like would could lose their life or get put in the hospital for a very long time because you want to overtake traffic and act like a bunch of jackasses. So yeah, it's been one of those days this morning. because my client was supposed to meet me there, right? I took pictures of the place too because he wasn't there. I was joking last night saying I'm gonna take pictures and ask him if I can take pictures of the place because there's no cameras in there and shit, right? So I can do what I want. But there was a young girl in there. She was probably like maybe, I don't know, maybe between 14 and 16. She like shut herself in the bathroom. I'm like, excuse me, can I go in this room and put the fire alarm battery? She's like, okay. And she closes the door right back. I'm like, take it easy, sweetheart. I'm old enough to be your grandpa. But she was cool though. She wasn't scared or anything. She was cool. I just had to ask her if I can go in that room. Cause I didn't know if she had anything in there, like you know, her shit in there. But she was too busy doling up herself in the bathroom. I didn't even know anybody was in there, but he said that it might be the daughter in there, so she's in there. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I got the pictures here for you guys to see. So this is the one of his condos that he has. This is the first condo as you come in. That's just like the front entrance part where the brown doors. That's the front entrance. See how the chimneys are here? See our chimneys and our roofs? That's how our roofs are in Bermuda. They catch water. See like the little piece right here? See that little piece, that little gutter? And it goes down underneath the house. So this is like the one of the condos that I only worked there twice, but that condo is like probably, I don't know, 20 years old now. Cause I went there like 14 years ago. That was one of my first jobs I went to. I fixed some lights and shit for the tenants. And then as you drive up to the actual state, like it's like a man, fuck off. This is the actual place, like where his condo is. It's called Belmont Hills. See how big it is? There's like 100 units there. There's more on the other side too. It's probably like, I don't know. I don't think it's 100, but I think like it's not 100 units, but it's probably like, actually maybe it is. I'm not really sure, but each floor is like 15 to 20. Let me just check something here. So so this is the place that I worked at today. It's like right here in the middle, right? You go up, it's like 5 floors. It's on the third floor in the middle. So all of this section over here is like car parks. Everybody has their own park. And this is this is the video I took by the porch. This is their porch. See the view from the porch? They can sit outside. Like 8 people can sit out there, and that's your view. And this is inside the house. This is the living room and kitchen. This is the living room, and then I'll show you again what it looks like. See, it's all these little islands all around this one. I took a quick video just to show you guys. That's the dining room, kitchen, and the living room, and then it's got 3 bedrooms. One's really small, the other one's okay, and the other one's the master. And it's got like 2 bathrooms, I think. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I'm so glad that he didn't go, so that way I can, show you guys. And then this is the traffic that I was in. See how long the traffic is? That's about 50 cars ahead of me. That was this morning. So yeah, I said I was gonna do it. I'll show everybody tonight the rest of it because I told everybody last night that I was gonna take a picture of the place that I worked at and show you how beautiful this condo is. Hey Lucky, how you doing? Yeah, it's beautiful, Barb. It's absolutely amazing. Like that is his best condo he has. And then the first one is like it's not a condo, but it's like kind of like a house condo type thing. They call it a condo, but it's really a house. He bought that for his son. And then the first one I showed you, that's his son's house, condo house. That's like 20 years old. Because he bought it right before I started working for him. And then I went there one day because they changed the tenant. So I went there to change light bulbs, I think a plug or something like that. Some shit. I only worked there once or twice, I think. I think I went there after a hurricane and fixed a light or some bullshit. I can't remember. But the condo I showed you, the nice baller one, that's like a sweet condo type place. And I've worked there at least 10 times. Cause every time he changes his tenants, I go there and fix shit. And he's done a lot to it. He put new flooring in. He's new fans, new everything, new lights, all sorts of shit. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. So, and he got this new hurricane doors put in, like going out to the porch. It's got like a hurricane thing, and it's got like the hurricane doors there, so you don't even need shutters. All you gotta do is put the shit inside, and that's it. But that's like a beautiful view. That's like one of the best views ever. So that place I just showed you, that's 6 grand a month that they're paying for that. I think there's like it's like an Asian couple in there and a daughter. I think it's two daughters and the mother and father, and he's like some big exempt company guy. Like the exempt company pays for his rent. I think it's like 6 grand a month they pay for that shit because it's got an elevator, stairs, and free parking. So you got your and it's got a restaurant right next door. One of the top restaurants in Bermuda is right next door to him. Or he doesn't even have to go outside. He don't have to get wet. It's actually connected to the condo area. So if he comes out of his door, he goes right and then he goes over and then he can go down the steps and go right into the restaurant. So even if during it was like bad weather, he can go right to the restaurant. So it's like it's all about paying for convenience. You know what I mean? So it's like so fucking nice, man. That's the best condo he has. And he's got another condo in town, but the condo is very old and it's got a lot of problems and I always have to be I've been there like 20 fucking times. But as long as he has those three condos, I have work. And plus he has his two houses. So I do a lot of work at his both his houses. Because one house is his daughter's and one house is his and his son condo and then his house. The house that he's in now, he traded with his daughter because his daughter had two kids. So they put them in the big house, and then he went to the smaller house that I did for him 14 years ago. Yeah, it collects rain by law. It has to. Yeah, it's got some places here have both well water and they have regular water. Yeah, they have both. But that place at Cat, I'll show you. I don't. You weren't here, but I don't know if you saw it or not. Let me show you the top, man. Most places here have to collect water if there isn't like a straight line. But I believe that it does. I'll check. Yeah, yeah. See, it's got the roof on top. Yeah. See, I'll show you the actual building that it's in. See, look, that's the actual place. It's called Belmont Hills. And see the roof? The roof is white and it collects the water. See? And all that stuff goes into a big ass tank that provides everybody. But they also have it's called Watlington Waterworks, and they supply a line that goes from a well to that place just in case. Yeah, this is like a very expensive place. Trust me, it's called Belmont Hills, not Beverly Hills, but Belmont Hills. This is like one of the most expensive restaurants and places to live because it's convenient. See, it's everything's all in one. They have like a little convenience store. They have your parking. During a hurricane, you're straight because they have all this protection and shit. They have everything here. And when you leave this estate, if you go left, there's a grocery store. You could walk to the grocery store. Because a lady was walking to the grocery store because she said she didn't want to go in her car because there was so much traffic. So the grocery store is 5 minutes away. There's a gas station 10 minutes away. And there's like a big store that I go to, Price Right, that's like 10 minutes away. So it's all convenient. There's like a laundromat, restaurants, everything. It's like a baller place. It's like it's really, really nice. Absolutely beautiful place. So I just fucked that up. Damn it. I don't know what happened there, but it messed up the picture. Oh well, I shouldn't have touched it. I just fucked up that whole picture. I must have pressed something on there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's a lot of Belmonts, yeah. But that one is very, very nice. I love that place. But yeah, he was upset because he couldn't get to the place because of all the traffic. And I told him, look, man, don't worry about it. I'm going to still do the job. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do it. I said, I got time. I got to do it today because I can't do it tomorrow. So I got in there and got it done. Everything's good. Here, the weather's starting to act crazy. It's getting windy and it's about to rain, it looks like. It's getting pretty windy now and it's getting annoying. At least I got to swim yesterday. As you can see above me, see all that clouds and rain coming this way. See? It's fucking annoying. Bullshit. Everybody's been complaining about the weather. I told people that during the summer, at some point in time during the summer, it rains for like a whole week or more. And it ended up being the end of August, early September. Usually it's in June, but we didn't get any rain in June and hardly any rain in July. Then we got a shit ton of rain in August, and now it's going into September and it's the same. Like the wind is getting windier and windier. As you can see above my head, it says 10 to 15, then it says 12 to 18. So it's gonna get windier and windier. It's always some bullshit weather, as usual. But yeah, it's been a crazy day so far with the accidents and traffic and me having to do the job and deal with all this bullshit. Oh yeah, today's my friend's birthday. Shit, I totally forgot. Let me say happy birthday to her. I knew today was somebody's birthday. I can't forget her birthday. Shit. There's a few birthdays I have to remember. A lot of Virgos that will shoot me if I don't tell them happy birthday. One of my good friends' birthdays today. I just said happy birthday to her. She's like a sister to me. So hopefully she gets the message. And then my birthday is February 6th. It's still got a couple months. February 6th. You gotta wait till next year. But yeah, this month is my dad's birthday, my nephew's birthday, and a lot of people that come in here's birthday this week. Like this week and next week is a lot of people's birthdays. My friend who used to be in here, she passed away. Her birthday is on the 8th. And I think Maria Virgo Love, her birthday is I think this weekend. I think her birthday is the 9th or the 12th. I can't remember. Really, I can't remember because I know there's somebody on the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th and 12th that I knew. Because everybody's birthday is like literally one right after the other. I know that for a fact, but I just got to keep checking to make sure I get everybody. Hey Ashley, how you doing? Damn it, man. I messed up the fucking picture. Oh, well. It's all good. Next time I go up there, I'll take it again. Hey Ashley, I got your donation. Thanks. What's going on? So that's gotta get up now. Okay, Teresa. We talked and things are better. Can I ask how he is feeling after our conversations about the relationship? So basically, you're panicking over nothing. Is it buffering for anybody else? It's fine on my end. It says great, excellent condition. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's on your side, Ashley. Let me know when you can. Let me know when you can hear me and see me, and I'll do the. I'll answer you. Time is flying today. I gotta go in about an hour, Probably less than an hour. I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully the traffic's better. I need to go to the dump and I need to go shopping. Can you hear me now, Ashley, and see me? Okay. So what I'm getting is he feels he feels much better about the situation to a certain extent. He's glad that he's glad that you and him are talked about it, and he's glad that you and him talked about things, and he considers he still has like these situations that he needs to deal with in his personal life because he still feels weak and disappointed and he doesn't feel happy as much as he wants to be. I just keep getting this about this guy. Like he might be okay with what's going on, but like you and him being in a relationship, but he's still not happy with his own personal life, and I think that's gonna keep on happening. Like he's going through a cycle right now where it's either gonna happen for the better or for the worse. Like he's expecting shit to happen. It's his fate to like have these things. He's still very doubtful and fearful that things aren't gonna last, but he considers you a good woman and a good person, and he thinks that you're a good girlfriend and you guys talk and that was fine. But it's him, his energy. Like he still feels bitter about some experiences that he's had. But I think his trust in you after your last conversation has become a little bit better. But it's more his own doubt and his own suspicion and just being timid and being like reluctant to express himself 100%. And like I said already, at the end of the day, it's a new relationship, right? That you guys are together, and maybe he doesn't feel like he has to tell you everything all at once, or maybe he feels embarrassed to tell you about what he's going through. You know, I feel like he's upset with how his life is going, or maybe he has too much shit he has to do, like how we discussed before. The mother and the auntie, he's got to take care of them. He's got to take care of himself. He's got you in his life now, so he's like, all over the. It's like he's going in. I got the Wheel of Fortune here, so that tells me that he's gonna go round and round and round doing. Wake up in the morning. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Then I gotta do this. And at nighttime, I gotta deal with Ashley. And then I come to my friends. Then I gotta deal with this person, that person, this person, that person, myself, this person, work, this. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is for me in this reading, because it it's like he's got too much shit going around and around, and he doesn't know what to do, and he feels like if he had different things out of his life, he could make more time for more important things. But you come up as the Empress. So after your conversation, he looks at you as somebody who's a good girlfriend. So that's good. At least he's good with you. But with his own life, that's something that you can't change. He's got to want to change that himself. Hey Marley, how you doing? You good? You bullshitting at work? So yeah, Ashley, I would say that you and him's good for now, but just let him take care of his life and then just be there when he can. Yeah. So yeah. Well, if he was saying something about that today, then that's conversation. Conversation. You know, uh, yeah. That he wants to make some changes. Yeah. So he has to make some changes in order for his life to get better. That's confirmation. That's the word I was couldn't even get out of my damn mouth just now. But yeah, once he makes these changes and takes it upon himself, then I think your relationship with him will be a lot better. You listen at work, so yep, yeah. See, I knew you was bullshitting at work. Always bullshitting. At least you don't get offended when I say that, because you know it's a joke. You know, some other people got offended. Mark's teasing me. Mark's talking about me. He always says I'm bullshit. Oh, in your case, sweetheart, you were. And you still are. While I'm over here healing, you know, in my own little world. She's probably watching me right now. I fucking hate you. It's alright, I love you, boo boo. Let me see. I feel that as well, but I told him that I support him and want the best, but that I'm not here to try and get something out of him. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think that's why he looks at you as the empress right now, because you're being like the feminine influence, like the person, the girlfriend who actually gives a fuck and actually cares. You know, he knows you do. It's just that he wishes his life was a lot better. You know, but yeah, a lot better cards today, and a lot better energy I got off the cards today. Just him having to sort out his life. But if he already told you that, then that means he's telling the truth. So that's good. Teresa, you want a card? I'll give you one. Yes, please. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you one of these. I'm gonna give you one of these postcards from Spirit. I'm more drawn to the. I like these cards better. These are my one of my favorites. It's a lot more to read, but I'll do it for you though. When you pull me a card, you always read a whole heap of stuff, so I'll return the reading favor. All right, let's see what we get for you. Okay. All right. The front of the postcard is a unicorn, and it says, "You are magic." Are you now? And see the actual stamp. It says 2 cents from heaven. I like how it says that. That's hilarious. All right. It says, "Dear Teresa." It doesn't say that, but it says, "Dear you." There is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that and challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards and expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement, and you will only lead yourself to success and the ultimate happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high in your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever here in spirit. Amen. So there you go. Make the magic happen. There you go. Barb, you want one? You're welcome. I don't think I ever pulled that card for anybody. I don't remember seeing a unicorn on here. Usually I get the same ones. Oh shit. Alright, Barbie, you're next. Alright. What is this? Like an angel or something? Alright, Barbie, this is your card. It says you are love. And it says, Dear Barbie, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive at times, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way of recharge before renewal, so are you in the time of dreaming. In this powerful process of co creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way so you can receive your music directly from the source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and time in your what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will take we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. Loving you always in spirit. That's some funny shit. It says, no need to set an alarm clock. We're going to wake your ass up anyway. And boy, do they ever. They always wake me up at some number or some shit when I wake up at 444 or 555 233 or some bullshit like that. They be always waking me up, showing me numbers and signs. You're welcome. Marley, are you here? I'll give you a card if you want. This is one of my favorite decks. It's a lot to read sometimes, but I like it. It gives like a nice message. All right, Marley. Let's see what Milton has to say to Marley. You got a little angel and it says, love you always. I mean, no, love your, what does it say? Love your dreams. I think it says, yeah. Love your dreams. So you might be dreaming. All right. Dear Marley, over here, there is no mystery for us to unravel as we know intimately now how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexibilities of how things actually work because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That being said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in a miraculous way? Question mark. You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the way, we do. So surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you, like Milton, with loving eyes, and spirit weaves your life's mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glamorous technicolor. Loving you so much, as always, here in spirit, Milton and ancestors. I like to throw Milton in there. Milton bring us together, you know. What can I say? You're welcome, Marty. That's pretty much saying let go and let God deal with it, you know. That's pretty much saying like they know what they're putting it all together for you. You just gotta like I know sometimes it's fed up. That card means to me like when you're fed up and you're like you don't know like when and how and what way you're gonna do something, don't worry. Just like sit back and then boom, they'll just put something there. And you might have some crazy dreams, like you know, in a good way, or a dream that might lead you to something that's important. So pay attention to your dreams. Oh, there you go. Can't make that shit up. Spirit News. These are probably one of my favorite spirit decks ever. Like it's a lot to read sometimes, but it's like it's one of the best. I'm so glad I got it. Every time I pull a card for somebody from that thing, they always like it. And that's all you can do, especially at, you know, where you are in life right now, you know? And another thing, Marley, is, you know, your kids are older now, you know? They can fend for themselves, they can do what they gotta do, you know what I mean? So it's easier for you to do your job to a certain extent, you know? But see all the bullshit that you went through already this year and how it's gotten all fixed over time because you were patient and you just, you know, had to just deal with it. Just be the best mother and person you can, and then you know spirit will do the rest. They'll always find a way, trust me, and you know that now. You know Marky made you more of a believer. Between Marky and Milton, you know we got you. We had to, you know, embed it in your, you know, how that card says we have to hook up, you know, the web for the tapestry and put it all together for you. Yeah, we gotta convince you that they're gonna help. I like how they use that saying like web in the tapestry. That's pretty cool how they say shit like that. I don't know who comes up with that shit, but I think it's cool. If I had a lot of time on my hands, I'd love to make a deck like that, but that's like that's a lot of bullshit to do. Yeah, Colette Baron Reed. I have a lot of her decks. I have a shitload of them. She made this deck, right? And you know the other deck that I use a lot that she makes that I have right here is this one. One of my favorite ones too is the map deck, the enchanted map. She made these are my two favorite decks. The ones that she these those are my top 10 decks. These two are definitely in my top 10. But probably my one of my favorite ever decks is this one. She had nothing to do with this one. It's actually from the like the book and movie and shit or whatever it is. But this is probably me, you know, probably the best deck to me, like overall, because it has things in here that I actually, you know, live by. Spirit messages I know already what they're gonna tell me. So for this is more like me. I'll pull a card for myself from this deck. This is my favorite deck. I would say this is my favorite. Besides my own decks, this is probably my favorite deck ever because it says a lot of things about the truth and like how the person thinks and feels and shit like that. And let me see what I get. Fuck's sake. All right, finally. Cards are falling out. I can't be like there's other readers and pick up like 10 cards and shit. All right, this is my card. It says, I change the world by changing myself. And it says, I am changing the world by loving myself, by enjoying life, by making personal world a dream of heaven. I change myself just like magic. Other people start to change. Ain't that true? I got the power like that. And of course, it's going to have a butterfly on here because I see these damn butterflies every day. A butterfly, this orange butterfly literally came to my car windshield and went like this and ran up the windshield like that, right in front of me. And I was like, really? So there's my message. All right. I'm going to do a collective message for all of us because we deserve it. This is for everybody all together. Let's see what Spirit wants us to do. All right, this is our card as a collective. I surrender to life. Amen. And our collective message is everything in life is just the way it is. And because I accept everything as it is, I don't worry about anything. I surrender to the force of life that's flowing through my body and my mind. It's a way of being, it's being life. Amen. That's a nice collective card because it says I. So when you read it, you say, I surrender to life. I like that. This is by far my favorite deck. The four agreements, yeah. Yeah, that's what I say all the time. That's life. Hey, Dan, that's one of my favorite sayings. Oh, that's life, yeah. You know, that's life, you. How you doing, brother Dan? Afternoon here, 2:27 p.m. The sun is out. It's windy, and it's been one of those days. But I'm here. I'm good. I'm probably gonna leave in a little while. I gotta go pick up my nephew from school. He doesn't want to ride his bike yet. I think he's kind of scared. Mind you, the weather's been shitty too, so I don't blame him. But my sister's like, I'd rather you come with me in the car to school instead of going your bike because these people are crazy. And I'm glad he went on his bike because, I mean, I'm glad he didn't go on his bike because today they had a big accident and the traffic was all fucked up. So it's cool. Yeah, that's one of my sayings. Don't blame life, blame the way you're living. You live it. Yeah, I say that a lot too. That's a song that I love that's done by this reggae artist. The actual song is called "Don't Blame Life, Blame the Way You Live It." He's calling Marley a little brat, and then he says Teresa as well. You know, he's calling Marley a little brat. That's his thing. You know? Oh, you found another cantaloupe? Oh, nice. That means you got two now. One for me, one for you. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. You got back from trimming the jungle in the greenhouse. I don't want to go outside quite just yet. It's too damn hot. It's annoying. Hey Tanya, how's it going? Got one round of blood work done. Go. All's good in the hood. Oh, Izzy. Damn, you must be going on a serious inspection run. Hey Goodman, how you doing, brother? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hope all is well in your world. Yeah, that's good. Dan was saying yesterday that things are improving with the health, so that's good. Oh, good. Get his ass to work. Yeah, we did a reading on the inspector yesterday, and I told her that he's gonna be kind of miserable and he might be annoying, but the overall thing will be okay. See, inspectors like to find something wrong. It's like they'll create wrong things. That's one of the reasons why I don't do like electrical contracting anymore because they always piss me off. They'll always be like, "Oh, Mark, did you put an extra wire here?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir, I did." "Oh, can you open up the box so I can see it?" And I'm like, "Well, you don't trust me?" He's like, "Look, I have to do my job. I have to take a picture of it." I said, "I took a picture of it right here. I'll send it to you." "No, no, no, you got to open it up." And I'm like, "You're gonna make me go out of my way to open up this shit?" Man, come on, man. And they gave me so much fucking trouble. And I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. Oh, so you're pissing him off then? Good. He's probably like, since I had to move my car, I'm gonna fail something on this house, damn it. Great, great, Tanya. See, you're gonna suffer for his mistake. How many tears? You're welcome, Teresa. You too. Have a great day. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Well, maybe he'll feel some sympathy for you and be like, this old widow. If he's older than you, then he's gonna call. Well, if he's older than you, he's not gonna call you an old widow. But if he's young, then he's probably gonna say this old widow. limping around. Let me see what I can do for this damn woman. And he's probably gonna be an ass. And he's probably gonna be like, well, this is gonna get fixed because you can't sell your house if this isn't fixed. And if this isn't fixed, then it's gonna be like that, okay? You're gonna have to call this company to get this done, and then you gotta call me back, and I gotta come back here, and I gotta check it. He's probably gonna be so pissed that he has to come back. If he doesn't, he might just say fuck it. Younger and short. Oh, okay, well he's probably calling you an old widow then. Fuck him. Phil will haunt his ass if he acts up. That's true, Barb. They don't give a shit. They really don't. That's why I don't do a lot of work anymore because I can't deal with them. I can't deal with inspectors. They're too cocky. They think they know everything and they ask you to do things that make no sense. None. And they want that power trip, that you got to do what I tell you even though I know I'm wrong and I know it's bullshit. I'm going to aggravate you. But hey, you never know. He might walk in a room and then he might hear Phil say to him, "Don't you fuck around. I will haunt you if you fail this house. Don't you look at my wife. I'll give you the diarrhea spell and you'll shit yourself for a whole week." He'll be like, I need to go now. I'm hearing voices in here. Is the reason you're selling this house because it's haunted? No, sir, it's not haunted. You probably hear my husband. He's probably gonna be like, "Get me out of here." Yeah, to get multiple permits. And yeah, I know. I remember that. I remember they were acting up. Yeah, there you go. See, nobody move until it's all clean. Yeah, I remember the inspector that I had. He never came back. I called him like numerous times to tell him come back and see what I did. All the things he wanted me to do. And then that was it. He never came back. And then the owner had to call him. And then he came there and he passed it. But he don't want to talk to me because I fucked him off. I don't care if he's an inspector or not. I told him, I said, what you want me to do is irrelevant and stupid, and the electrical's still gonna work no matter what I do. If I do it your way, it's still the same as my way. So putting an extra wire there is extra money. It don't make no sense. It can be on the same like neutral. So he's like, no, it can't. It's got to be separate now. I'm like, you're a fucking dickhead. He's like, I'm not coming back here. I said, good. Fuck off. Yeah, he probably has to look at it because the generator is a part of the house. Yeah. If he asks for it, then unlock it. And if he says why it's locked, you just say you don't want nobody tampering with it. That's all. If he don't ask you, fuck him. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If he asks, you can give it to him. If he don't worry about it. If he asks what's in there, tell him it's your secret area. Tell him it's your OnlyFans studio. He'll be like, oh, okay, okay. Never mind. Yeah, there you go. Don't tattletale on yourself. Yeah. Carpenter, carpenter, build me and make me a tell them to make a view. We pass them through me. If I like carpentry, I know how to do some carpentry. I know how to build shelves and do form work and stuff like that. My uncle Manuel, he was one of the best carpenters I've ever known. He used to make like bureaus and drawers, and he used to make like wooden anything. I have a lot of his stuff here that he made. You see those little fishies on top, right here. See this fishy? One, two, three, four fishies. Those angel fish. He made those. My uncle made those fishies. He made them at his workshop and gave them to me. He said, "This is a decoration, huh?" I can see this railing right here. He can make all of this shit, like this railing, the indents, and all. He knows how to make all that shit. He's like a top-notch carpenter. He came to Bermuda and worked for like 2 years, way back. Yeah, he's got a lot of talent. He's like the number one carpenter I know. He had a lot of tools. His wife, which is my auntie, wanted to give me all his tools. She goes, "Oh, Mark, your Uncle Manuel would love if you took all his tools." I said, "Sweetheart, I got a lot of tools too. I probably got just as much as my uncle or more." And I said, "I don't need them damn tools." I said, "I would love to have them, but I said, I don't need them. I got too much." She goes, "Oh my God, you do?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I have too much. I almost got two of every damn thing." I said, I spent a lot of money on tools. I need tools. Tools give me the ability to do more work." Today, when I went to work, all I needed was a ladder because I had to change batteries and fire alarms. So I didn't need no tools, which was good. It's nice to go to a job with a ladder and just do something. No tools at all. Good. Yeah, that's a whole nother ball game. Yeah, Tanya, it went okay. I took a video of the place so I can show you. I fucked up one of the other pictures though. Yeah, this is the actual place. That's the view from the porch. See the porch? And that's the view. And that's the inside, the living room, kitchen, dining room. Yep. That's the place I worked at today. See the view, how the islands, see all the islands in the background? Those are all islands that people live on. See, Bermuda is one big island, but we consist of many other islands. And those islands have their own world. Like those islands have their own store, so you don't have to go nowhere to grow. They have their own grocery place, their own like medical place, so you don't need to go to the hospital or anything. Like it's like you can be like sort of dealt with on the island, right? They have boats that go in and out, and they have like their own dumpsters and shit. To live on there, you need a lot of money though, but it's a beautiful place. And this is the condo, the first condo that you when you come into the entrance. This is the condo. Do you see what a Bermuda house looks like? See the chimney? It's that chimney's made out of limestone and concrete. Let's see, and then see how like there's a little eyebrow above the windows and the shutters, and like see how this gutter is on the roof. These gutters catch the water. It goes into a pipe and goes underneath the house to the tank. You see the palm trees all over the place. This is a beautiful. This is the condo. This is the house condo house that he bought for his son. As you come into the actual place, this isn't the same place, but yeah, it's very nice. But I had another picture of the whole complex, but I pressed something and I fucked it up. But oh well, yeah. I would like to show you the other picture, but you'd have to rewind. If you go to the very beginning of this live, you'll see it. It's like a picture of the whole complex. It's huge. But I pressed something here and it messed up the picture. Anyway, but I wanted to do that video. Well, to be honest, Dan, you're gonna need at least, that type of money to buy a big ass house. The house that I live in is worth that much on the market. 2.2. Not 2.5, but 2.2. Because of where it is, all the renovations we made. We didn't buy it for that though. Well, I didn't buy it for that. My sister and her ex-husband did. Well, he didn't really buy it. His mama bought it. But each house in this neighborhood is worth almost $2 million. Easy. Yep. Exactly. This neighborhood consists of a lot of big houses, and the majority of the houses, like, see, my parents, their house isn't worth $1 million because it's old. It's 100 years old, but it's been renovated. But if my mom and dad were to put their house on the market, it would never reach nowhere near that. It'll be like probably 800,000 at the most. And if they get that, it'll be a miracle. So like my mom and dad have a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom house, living room and kitchen, right? And they have a garage too, and they have like a shitty driveway, and they have a good little piece of grass around the house. But if they were to sell that house today, it'll be between 7 and 800 grand. That's it. They won't, and that's good for that house considering how old it is. But that's what my assumption would be, because it's nowhere and it's not going to reach no mill, and it's in the ghetto too, and it's right next to the road. So nobody will actually pay more than $700 or $800 for that house, 700,000 or 800,000 for that house, and that's a cheap house to buy if you were to buy it, because you could still like take the roof off and build another story on it, and then it'll be worth more, like how the neighbor did, right? But my dad bought that house for 75 grand back in the day. Like 60 years ago, that house was worth 75,000. And my dad said it was a piece of shit and he had to fix it all up. And now it's worth way more than that. So, but in my neighborhood where I am now, it's a lot of rich people, but they're nice people. They're nice rich people. There are some nice rich people. My neighbor over here, he's a fucking asshole, right? He's an asshole. My other two neighbors over here, they're so nice. And my Portuguese neighbor, he's a cool guy. Okay, Tanya. But at the bottom of the hill, there's like these two like rich, snobby people, and I don't even speak to them because they're so snobby and like weird. And ever since they've seen me in my van, they kind of stopped speaking to me now, as if to say, "How did this like low life Portuguese gangster looking guy get a new van? He must. How can he have work? How can he have a business? His name is on the new van. Oh my god." That's how they think, and I'm not exaggerating. They look at me and degrade me right away because I'm not like, rich and posh like them to have a new van and a business. Well, little do they know. Yeah, I ain't worried about what they think anyway. But that's how they think here. But my other neighbors are like, "Oh, Mark, we love the new van. It looks so nice. I'm happy for you. I didn't even know you had a company until now." I say, "Yeah, my other van, I didn't have my name on it. But this one I can, and by law, I have to." They were like, "Oh, we're so happy for you," but not those other fuckers down the hill, and they don't give me no work. They'll never stop me and say, "Oh, what do you do? Oh, can we hire you to do work?" They never say nothing to me. They're a bunch of haters. So I just laugh at them. I'm like, "Look at these haters." But meanwhile, I'm not hating on nobody. I could care less. Like, we have my we have a beautiful house. I wouldn't give it up for anything. And I bust my fucking ass to make this house look beautiful. And when I'm in that pool every day, I say to myself, I helped build this pool. I put all the tile on this fucking ground. I look around, I said, I painted this fucking house. I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. Fuck, I fixed that. I made that happen. I did this. I built that over there. I just look at it and say, shit, I did all this work, you know? Yeah, that's what I mean, Dan. Everything's like quadrupled now. Like even more than quadruple, but 10 times more than what it's worth. Yeah, they're allergic to the dirt under their nails. That's a good one. I like that. Because they don't know what that's like. Yeah, exactly. I got one. This house like doesn't belong to me. It belongs to my sister. But she always says like, if it wasn't for you, this house wouldn't look right. And I say, yeah, I know, but it's not mine. But I act like it is. She wants me to know that it, pretty much is hers, but it's also a part of me as well. So we always tease each other. Because sometimes she'll like act up and she says, "Look, you're just a tenant, okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, all right." So we just have a good laugh. I would never ever want a house this big. Hell no. Even if I married a rich woman and she says, "Oh, this is my house," you want to live here with me? I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll live here with you, but I ain't doing shit. You can hire somebody to do this shit. I ain't touching this shit. I'm sick and tired of working hard, woman." I wouldn't even want to live in a big ass house. The bigger the house, the more problems you got, and the more expensive everything's going to be as you get older. And I told my sister, when your two sons, my nephews, leave this house and it's just you and me around here, you can sell it. Sell the house and go get something. Go get a condo for yourself, and I'll go, get an apartment or whatever, or go get whatever I want. I'm out of here. It's no problem. Because as I get older, I'm not going to want to walk up these steps in 20 years' time. If I make it that far, which I probably will. Because God, is going to make me fix stupid every day. But that's why I'm so glad my parents don't have steps to go up. They only have two steps to go, the one that goes into the house and another one to goes into the living room. My parents, they have like a one-story house with only two steps, so that's fine. But they said they couldn't imagine living here. They'd be dead, you know? Yeah, it's too much. And as a person who has a maintenance business and I work on houses and renovate them, I would never want a big house. I'm glad I don't own a house. I don't want one. Because I know what it's like. I know how much it costs. And I don't want that. I'm not going to kill myself for a fucking piece of property. A house? Fuck that. Uh-uh. Hell no. Everybody puts that shit in your mind and says, "Oh yeah, if you don't have a house, then you're a piece of shit, or you don't have a house, you don't know what life is." And no, if you have a house, congratulations. And guess what? You're gonna need people like me to fix it unless you know what you're doing. And I guarantee you don't. So guess what? When you go buy a house and shit breaks down, you're gonna spend thousands and thousands of dollars to fix it. In 20 years' time, you're gonna have to change all this shit. And then and it's all gonna hit you all at once, and you're gonna realize what life is like. Paying a mortgage, paying for maintenance, paying for this, and especially in Bermuda. Bermuda, the sun beats the shit out of the paint job, makes the house hot because it's concrete. The roof has to be painted, power washed and painted and bleached. Power washed, bleached, and painted every 3 years, or else your water is going to be contaminated in your tank, right? And if you don't clean your tank every 3 to 4 years from all the gunk and shit that goes in there, you're not going to be able to drink that water decently like you want to. And you have to get a filtered system in there, which is going to cost you another $4,000 or $5,000. So a house is nothing but a fucking nuisance to have. Trust me, I know. And anybody who owns their own house, you know what I'm saying is true. And you have bills. You have to pay for all this shit. So in order to have a house, you gotta have income. You gotta have money. You can't just retire and expect everything to be all great. If my parents didn't have that house paid for years and years and years now, they'll be suffering just to live. Fucking telling you. Oh shit, I didn't realize what time it is. I gotta get out of here. Fuck. I gotta go pick up my nephew at 3:30, but I gotta go to the store before. Thank God I'm here running my mouth. I have to go. I have to go. I was having a good time talking to you guys. But I'll be back though. Palm Springs and they put it up so fast. The sheetrock and walls, yeah, see? But that costs an arm and a leg to do all that shit. All that drywall, sheetrock, maintenance on a 2,500 square feet property. That's a lot. That's a lot of bullshit to deal with. You know? That's a lot. That's why it's always good to have a small, nice home so you have less maintenance and less work to do. Ask Marley, she knows. Right, Marley? You went through a lot of bullshit just with your little home, you know? Just having a little home is a lot of bullshit, let alone a big ass one. Yeah, I gotta go get my nephew. He gets out in 35 minutes. So I gotta go. But I'll be back though. Oh, that's good. At least you can get some mail, some love letters. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back later. I'm gonna go get my nephew and go do some groceries. All right, see you guys later.